Hello and welcome back to Income Strategies, the place where you learn the skills to make money, to multiply your money, and to manage your money. Yeah, today we're going to be talking about some educational stuff. Yes, something that people have asked me, and I keep getting questions about this. So I just felt I should make a quick video about this. And what is it about? We're going to be looking at the parabolic SAR. Okay, and it's one of my top indicators when I'm using the charts because for me it's quite visual and it quickly conveys what I want to get from the charts. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about the parabolic SARs that I said, and I'm going to be quickly explain to you what it's all about. Now I'm using the BTC USDT charts to show you some examples of how this works. Okay, and why I think it's one of my top favorites because I mean there are quite a number of indicators, right? But why would I choose this above others? You'll get to know about that. So let's start it. Let's start by talking about what a technical indicator is. Now, a technical indicator is just a pattern-based signal that probably comes about, by the price or the volume of that particular asset. So as you can see here, we have different kinds of, indicators. Well, parabolic SAR happens to be one of them, and I'll talk more about that later. But if we look at the bottom of our, okay, let me put this back here. If we look at the bottom of our chart here, look at this, we'll see quite a number of them. We have the MA, which is the moving average. We have the EMA, which is the exponential moving average. We have the BOLL, which is the Bollinger Bands. And we also have the volume. We have those that show volumes and things like that. Let me get back into this particular chart. I think I've gone out of it. Okay, yeah. So I'm back inside of, BTC. Okay. So I'm just trying to show you some things at the base here. So we have the volume. We have the MACD, right? And we also have the RSI. The RSI is also one of my good ones, which is relative strength index, right? So, but let me show you something about the EMA. You can see that these are lines that show, the trend of the market. We have the MA, we have the Bollinger Bands. This one just for me, it just looks strange. So at times I don't even bother myself with it. So let me talk about this SAR here. Okay, so like I said, technical indicators are just pattern-based, signals that give you, an example what's going on in the market based on the price and volume of that particular asset. So now what is the parabolic SAR? So the parabolic SAR is a technical indicator that indicates the trend of the market in terms of the direction of the price in that particular, of that particular asset, right? So in this pair now, which is BTC USDT, you can see here that we have these dots. These dots are actually the patterns that the SAR shows us, right? So in terms of, I'll show you what is SAR. SAR just means stop and reversals. Okay, so it's a stop and reversal system. So what does it show us, right? So anytime you see these dots at the bottom, right, it's showing us that the price is going up. And as the price is going up, you can see that the dots here are actually kind of like lifting up. They're not staying on a straight line, they're lifting up, right? And then at a point, you may just see that it flips. So we have here, okay, the parabolic SARs, which started from this point here, as you can see, and now moving, it got to the point. Afterwards, it flipped to the top here. Right, that shows us that something has changed in the price direction. So you can say that it's an indicator that shows us the direction of the price, and it also draws our attention to when the price has changed. Now we have to realize, right, that this parabolic SAR is a lag indicator. In fact, any indicator really is a lag indicator because it has already happened. But the reason why I like the parabolic SAR so much is because no matter what it is, even if it has happened like about 10 minutes ago, 1 hour ago, a day ago, it's showing me, based on the time frame, what I should expect. Do you understand? So if I see, one parabolic SAR, a dot. Let me go to the, okay, now look at this. This is the current chart right now. You can see that the parabolic SARs are still moving upwards, showing that the price has gone up. Now, you can see that it hasn't switched yet. Very soon it's going to switch. And why do I think so? That if, for instance, you can see that we're having red candles, coming down. This is like in the past how many hours? 7 hours. But I'm still seeing in between the red candles, we're having green candles. So there's a struggling, right? So, and it's still going up. It hasn't flipped. So at this point, it's still possible for the price to rise higher. Now, all of this could just be a retesting, right? At that point, and it was trying to struggle to break through to go all the way down. But it's saying, no, I'm not going down. I'm still staying up. That's the reason why we haven't seen any dot on top, like you can see in these other places. Now, one of the things we need to take note of is that when there is a sideways movement, it shows that you cannot 100% rely on it. Why? Because at that point, it may give false signals. Now, look at it. It only really works when you have a very defined, a very defined trend, right? I'm looking for a sideways movement so I can explain to you. This is somewhat like a sideways movement. Somewhat. It's not exactly so strong like that, but by the time you see that there's really no defined upward or downward trend, those points you have to be very careful because the price is still trying to struggle. It's trying to decide on where should it go. Should it go down? Should it go up? And if at this point you're not sure, it's better to be safe than sorry and stay out of the market. Yes, except you have a defined, trend. I'm looking for another one to show you. Look at this place here. Almost like this, yes, this portion here, just this segment here. As you can see, it's like a sideways movement, right? At this point where you see it's going up a little bit, going down a little bit, and it's just going to the side, it's better that you stay out of that market. Stay out of it because you're not sure of the direction of the price. But when you see a defined one, like you can see here, it's some parts here, you can see this one here. As you can see here, it started moving up. 1, 2, 3, like that, all the way to the upward movement here. With this one, you are sure that at this point here, and I always tell people when you want to take reference using the parabolic SAR, the best time to take advantage of the parabolic SAR is probably at the second or third dot. Then you are sure that at that point, the momentum is strongest. Either the momentum to push the price up or the momentum that suggests a downward price movement. Once you have the first, second, third parabolic dot or parabolic SAR, which is the stop and reverse, right, system, you need to say, yes, at this point you can take its word for it in the sense that is the time when the momentum is strongest, right? And that's when you can believe it the most. And that's when if you want to place a trade and maybe put, a sell limit to slightly higher, you're sure that within that time frame, it should be able to hit that target. But like I always tell people when you're doing your spot trading, please don't be greedy. Don't be greedy because you see, you don't own the market. None of us owns the market. We don't own the market, right? Because look at this place here. I think I've shown you this place. Can you see how this one looks like? Oh my gosh. This is a typical sideways, let me even go away from the 1 hour chart. Let's look at the 1 day chart. Let's look at the 1 day chart. Now look at here now. You can see that the price is struggling at this point here. It's almost developing into a sideways. Yeah, it's developing into a sideways movement. You can see here. So that means that, in the past couple of days, the price has been struggling. Yeah. And I noticed that. For BTC, it will go up. I've seen in the past 2 days, 3 days, that the price has just kind of like stuck around, 27, early 28,000, just going up a little bit, and it'll come back. So you can see that the price is undecided. When you have a situation like that and you're doing a spot trading, please, please, and please, you have to choose very, 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 what will I call it now? Conservative limits, okay? Either you're doing a very conservative buy limit order, or a conservative sell limit order. The reason being that the price is quite undecided. It's not pushing through so high, neither is it pushing through so low. So you need to be able to make a quick decision of, let me just take a little bit here and a little bit there. And you can do that quite a number of times over and over again. Not trying to push your buy limit to such a low price, and then you're going to be waiting there forever, okay? And then you will see that, it was supposed to touch it if in the normal way the trend is supposed to go, but it never gets there because before you know it, it's going up. And before you know it, it's coming down. So you have to be very careful about those things. Like I said, sideways, if you can do that, just stay out of it. As much as possible, stay out of it. But if you can't and you really want to take some trades, be very, very conservative about your buy limits or your sell limits. Now, I hope you've learned something. If you have any more questions about this, please let me know in the comments below so I can be able to share some more examples, right? Let's take a good look at the 15 minutes chart before I go. All right, so the 15 minutes chart shows you here that the parabolic, this just telling you what has happened for each of these particular candles to show you what has happened in the past 15 minutes, in the past, what has gone on within that past 15 minutes. So you can tell that right now, as we speak here, okay, it's looking like there's going to be a switch, right? We're going to probably have a parabolic SAR come underneath here because you can see that we have two green candles that are already going up, right? And at that point, it's possible that we'll have a parabolic sag that will now begin to show us the momentum and the change in direction of the price. And at that point, if you see one or two, you can say, okay, within the next 15 minutes, what can I do very quickly? And then you take a good look at, the price range within that last 15 minutes, and you'll make a decision of just choosing that range that you're seeing there, set a conservative buy limit order, and then also once it hits it, set a conservative sell limit order, and before you know it, you're done. That's how to do it. Now, thank you so much once again for watching. I appreciate all your comments, your constructive criticisms. I appreciate it. Your compliments, I love it. Thank you so much. And I know that you're definitely getting value from this, so please go ahead. You can subscribe to us, right? You can smash the like button. You can give us a comment, right? You can share it with your friends so that everybody will learn. We're all here to learn and grow together. And if you would like to maybe, learn more, or you want to join our training group, come on, you can click on the link in the description and you'll be chatting with me. Thank you so much once again, and God bless you and have a great day. Till we'll see you again in another video. I believe that you're going to continue doing the right things and keep on making profits by the grace of God. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.